down to 60% health. We're down all the way to 60% health. He is healing up. This guy had 350,000 health. We finish at 100% health. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, Weapon X. I love this guy. I've shown you the quick damage showcase in Realm of Legends, doing 550,000 damage in 30 seconds. I've shown you the best counter to Bullseye, in my opinion, in the game, my favorite. Most people don't usually start off the showcase by showing you them taking a special 3, getting down to 25% health. But watch this. Look at my health bar. Look at Hulklings. This is the sort of thing we're going to see today. There's a reason why I'm saying this guy is my spirit champion. Slashing, hacking, damage, very, very aggressive. And then if played right, can heal it back up. We're going to look at battlegrounds. We're going to look at questing. I love this guy. And remember, because I've seen a lot about this. Yeah, you could buy him. But also, he was available for units. Really, really pro player move there, Kabam. Love it, love it, love it. And if this looks good to you, save up your units, grind them out. You could get them yourself too. All right, here we go. So we're doing this Battlegrounds matchup against this Domino. This was the last meta. So a lot of armor, so keep that in mind, right? That we're not gonna be hitting as hard. Our bleeds will be doing just as much damage, but we are actually nerfed damage-wise here. And then if you can get into your Berserk, which is what we're ideally doing there, right? That's the whole point of this. You can see how much we're healing back up. I think this was like a Sig 40-ish Domino. So the crit fail is not doing massive damage, but it is still there. We are still crit failing. We just destroyed that Domino, destroyed her. Well, I mean, 50,000 score. I believe that was a rank 3, maybe it was a rank 2. I don't recall Domino. That's a phenomenal score for a champion that's often thought of as a defender, right? I've placed him on defense. He's been doing phenomenal things, and a lot of people aren't even running Nimrod in their decks anymore. All right. We're going up against this Kindred, a 6-star rank 5 ascended Kindred, not a massive health pool, but you gotta be smart about how you play Kindred. Fortunately, you can bleed them. So we're gonna go in, talk a lot about how to play Weapon X here, right? So this isn't a massive health pool, about 240,000 health, that's fine. I think we're starting to get into the current wild meta. This meta is wild. We might have to wait for the next meta for me to get more Battleground showcases out. There's some pretty cool stuff for some other champions, but this is about Weapon X today. So we're gonna land our hits, and we don't land the bleed. We get those rage stats in the upper left-hand corner. We're gonna get to about 2 or 3, potentially 4. Land our heavy. It doubles them in some very non-specific way. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's fine. I don't think it's a bug. And then once we get there, we're gonna throw a special, get into our rage, and then you can see we heal this all back. You saw how aggressive, how crazy, how like just wild we played. Now remember, you got to end Kindred with a special. So as a result, we had to throw our special 3 that added on probably about 5 seconds or so. So this time would actually be even faster. It was a 51,305 point score. This guy is a phenomenal dual threat defender, and so good for so many meta, speaking of meta defenders here, Bullseye. Now, hopefully a lot of you have seen my Bullseye video, Weapon X going up against him, and I do think this can be improved upon, right? So we're gonna go in, we're gonna land our 2 or 3 rage stacks there, right? I'm gonna try to get 1 more there, and then we're gonna wanna land our heavy. Now here, that's a unique spot, because remember, Weapon X goes unstoppable when he is evaded or misses, so you can just plow through it. I've seen some videos from Tom Jarvis and phenomenal showcases. Then a guy you maybe heard of called MSD has shown you can speed this up by maybe a second to 3 or 4. But we're just gonna go in. You're just gonna play very aggro. If you want like a full breakdown on how this fight goes, I have the full video. It's in the Weapon X playlist. But you can see very efficient, very fun. Rank 5 ascended 6-star. I've done this against rank 7s. I continue to make mistakes because I'm not feeling well, and this current meta is just wacky. But I know we'll get it. So let's say in the next like month or 2, keep your eye out for another showcase, probably more Battlegrounds focused Weapon X. So here we go. You find yourself, this is the sort of defender where she is a good defender in the right matchups, just the way Battlegrounds works. Sometimes you end up fighting champions like this. Yeah, she can glance some of our hits, right? So that's a concern, but we're still gonna get some of our bleeds up. Went in, took a shot to the absolute face. It is okay. We were in our rage mode, rage mechanic, right? Gonna land the heavy. When you get below 10 stacks, you can land the heavy and it'll double it like it would have before you were even in there. And then you can throw your specials like this and end fights, end fights, absolutely ended, destroyed. Great. You draft him, defensive threat. Your opponent pulls a counter to him. Fine. I will use him on offense. Let's go in. Now, this is really early on in my play. This is very, very early on in my Weapon X-ness. This is a Sasquatch. We got 362,000 health. This is a lot of health. And this is the first time I'm going to show you one of my favorite things to do with him. I've told you, you hack, you slash, you play aggressive, you go wild. Make sure you're in rage and do everything you can to stay in rage, okay? That's important because that's when you get the big heal back from getting hit. Oh, and the other reason why you want to get hit is because you get that fury. So watch here. We're going to throw our special to snap, go into rage, and we're going to need to get hit. There we go. That's what gives us that massive fury. That is a really important part. But here's the other just super. Sasquatch is playing a little bit, and I was like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to take the time to throw my specials. We're going to get our bleeds up. We're going to land our heavy when we get below 10, right? We're going to throw our special to get more rage stacks. And you're like, I know you're thinking, you're like, oh, dude, you're getting so lucky. You're getting so lucky. No, I mean, yes, I am. But also, this is working out. This is the plan. Watch this. And I'm going to show you this in a questing fight, too, against a boss. The only thing you need to make sure of is that the defender will not kill you. As long as they don't kill you, watch what happens. Oh, and also, I'm spec'ing to Inequity. Also, you'll see the other fight, we're going to get a lot lower on health. I'm spec'ing to Inequity. So many debuffs. I will show you that in another fight too. So many debuffs. So fights that are requiring debuffs, asking for debuffs, wanting debuffs, you're good to go. So here we go. We're going to go into this Hulkling. Now, I've fought a couple of Hulklings. I have. Again, the current meta, right? Because they can go unblockable out of nowhere. They can get the crush debuff on you out of nowhere. It's really been a menace. Really creating a lot of interesting fights. But take from this what we can. Hulkling like messed me up there. I think, I don't know what happened, to be honest. I've watched it back a few times. It's really unclear to me. It felt to me like Weapon X just stopped moving. And then Hulkling just comes in and absolutely destroys me. But this is what I want to show you. Like, when you're playing Weapon X, do not give up. Keep going. Play aggro. It doesn't matter if they get to 3 bars of power. Because watch this. This is how we started the video. I remember because it was just so eye-opening to me. Excuse me, guys. I do not feel well. I'm just so excited. I want to get these out anyway. So you see our health bar. See how low we are. And Hulkling even somehow gets the jump on me there. But it does not matter. It does not matter. We are Weapon X. We are strong. We are powerful. We've got so many bleeds on. And we come out. I think I end up losing this fight. But I wanted to show you like what is possible. What is capable. No, it looks like we did win. It doesn't matter. So almost 47.6 thousand points. It's not an amazing score, but it's going to win you. A lot of times I actually think I did end up winning that. So here's some benefits questing wise, where this play style, more than the fun, more than the massive damage, more than the healing back, more than all of that, there's also nodes, right? They're asking, they're like, hey, if you don't hit the defender within this amount of time, you know, you're going to get degen on you. You're going to get falter on you, all these various bad things. And Medusa can even auto block. Well, if we're hacking, we're slashing, and we are unblockable, which is what happens when we go into our rage stacks, you can see right there, and I'm going to throw in my special, we're now good to go. We will never once get that, I think it was a falter that was supposed to come on us if we let 6 seconds go. We're not even probably letting 2 seconds go by because we are just so absolutely aggressive. That is the play style. You just don't worry about nodes like that because remember, I've already shown you twice now, the opponent goes to special 3, and we are totally fine. I'm not running like there's no boosts or anything. This is basic questing and battlegrounds. Now we're going to go in and like I said, I'm going to show you in a big boss fight. This is now 17,000 attack. All of these nodes are helping out the defender. That's even whittled down, right? This is like showing you how like debuffs. Yeah, I talked about how many debuffs, right, that you want on there. Backup recovery, hail and hardy. Now you see me. This is the aggressive thing right here too. The chance to miss. All this stuff, right, is on this node. This was problematic. This was the recent side quest. I think it was last week's side quest and the I don't know, whatever, the arcade guy there, right? All right, so here we go. We're going to land our hits. We're going to get up. You can see it's in that left-hand corner. I'm going to try to get to 3 or 4. Actually, I went a little too far. You can see I went a little aggressive, a little crazy. Got into Wolverine Weapon X a little too much. You want to be slightly controlled, right? But that's okay. We're going to go in. We throw our special. No big deal. Don't care that we miss. He hits us. This is all fine. Remember, he's going unstoppable too. I don't care. I just love this. It reminds me of a spot. I think that's part of why I like this so much is the spot mechanic when you're all like unstoppable, can't be stunned. All these things. So we're good, right? And we've pushed him. We've got all those debuffs on. We haven't missed. We are running inequity, so that's going to help. Down to 60% health. We're down all the way to 60% health. He is healing up. This guy had 350,000 health. We finish at 100% health. We finished at 100% health. He had all those notes. He was trying to heal. He had 350,000 health. He even got to a special 3, and we still got that fight down in 46 seconds. 46 seconds. Do you see why I love him so much? Like, I mean, again, if it's not within your budget, please don't go. I know that Kabam actually extended the sale. I was intending to hold this. I intentionally held this video till Saturday because I thought the sale would be over, because I do not want to encourage anyone to spend any money they weren't already planning on spending. But he is available for units. So like, go save your units, guys, save your units. He's probably going to, you know, they're going to do this again, right? All right, so here we are. I think this is the whittle down. We showed this against the Rhino already, but you're seeing like how many debuffs he lands. The heavy really helps go into that. The flow on Weapon X is incredible, meaning how well do his abilities line up with what you're already trying to do? How hard is it for a defender or node or the AI to slow you down? It is actually very, very difficult. It is actually very, very difficult if you're taking him in for the fights that he should be being taken into, which is basically anything that can bleed. And yeah, that's about it. You're good to go. I'm trying to think of something that like overtly like just knocks him out. All right, and then this is the final fight for this video. This is the event quest spot. Weapon X has there's no benefit from running them here. I am running recoil. I will probably at some point get out a horseman video or something like that. It's fun. It's fun. It's so absolutely unnecessary though. But we're going in here and I want to show you, right? Because I've talked about how hard he's hitting. I've talked about the healing. I've talked about the aggressive playstyle. I've talked about inequity. I have talked about, you know, all of this stuff. I want you to see this. That's an 80,000K special 1 on top of tanking special 3s, on top of all the debuffs, on top of despair, how that'll help you handle healing, on top of like literally everything we've just talked about. If the guy crits on his special 1, you're also going to do 80,000 damage from just that. He's a monster. I love him. He is not a trophy champion. He is not a defender. He's an amazing dual threat trophy champion that is available for units. 29 seconds. I think that was about 200,000 health, so it wasn't massive. And here we are. Just run this clip again. As usual, though, let me know what we think we got right. Let me know what we think we got wrong, if we missed anything. Oh, and none of this was even awakened. None of this was even awakened, which really just kind of helps you out in the fight, get back to your rage stance earlier. And I think it's what helps you help you take a heal over to successive fights. But as you've seen, if you play them right, you don't need it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.